Ladies and gentlemen, it is Ask the Author Friday, date of December the 27th. I am your host. I am Mr. Kent Brindley, local self-published author, South Haven, Michigan. For those of you who are new here, welcome. Glad you could make it. Glad you could join us today as we round out the year 2024. Ask the Author Friday is my weekly fireside chat with you all. If you have any questions for future weeks, feel free to hit the comment section. If you enjoy this or any of my other content, feel free to subscribe. Here we go. You're not getting around this question again. What brings you comfort and joy? What brings me comfort and joy? Extending a hand of friendship out to others and receiving friendship and camaraderie in return. The sense of comfort and joy very much comes from treating others the way I want to be treated. And that's been missing lately, and obviously it begins with how I'm treating others. All right. What did you Jeez. Okay. All right. What did you do for Christmas? We hosted Christmas Eve for my aunt and uncle, probably for the last time. And my sister and brother-in-law came down for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Aunt and uncle had Christmas Day with us. We went to 10 a.m. Christmas Mass, Christmas morning, opened the presents afterwards, had Christmas dinner with my aunt and uncle, came home, watched a Muppet Christmas Carol. Somewhere in between coming home and putting on the movie, I did go for my evening run since it was almost 40 degrees yesterday for Christmas Day. Actually, my Fitbit actually died when I reached the tail end of my run into town, so I had to use my phone so I had to use the fitness app on my phone to make up the extra steps to get back home and plug that in later. I mean, the battery on this Fitbit's just nonsense. So that was my Christmas Day. Okay. All right. How would you have spent Christmas Day? If not with family dinner, not with Christmas Mass, Christmas movie, Christmas presents around the family tree, how would I have spent Christmas Day? I guess with a few select friends, including who I keep promising myself is my past specific person. So just wanting to make things right by them one more time. I could see a few of us watching Muppet Christmas Carol, or better still, Christmas Vacation, or oh goodness, George Bailey, It's a Wonderful Life. I could see myself watching that with friends, especially with a specific person, if that type of movie would be her cup of tea. Just one more chance to make things right between us, even as friends going into the new year. It'd be cool. All right. What lessons are you taking away from 2024? Ooh, 5 lessons from 2024. Okay, 5 lessons from 2024. I've got to get this down to 5. Your music taste is great, but not everybody wants you singing along to your MP3 player in the middle of your walk. That's what karaoke's for. Okay, on a serious note, the hunt, the chase, the pursuit of your specific person entails greater distance. You want to be closer. Sometimes friendship is all that you are going to have with your specific person. And if they're that important to you, you appreciate that. Mm. Not everyone is quite as trustworthy as the last person. And if you have many friends, and if you have a whole bunch of friends in one room, many of them will probably be acquaintances. That's more like 6 lessons, but okay. Yeah, that was stretching a bit to pretend that was 5. I'll do this one. What was your soundtrack to 2024? My soundtrack to 2024. A whole lot of Richard Marx is right here waiting for you. A whole lot of Right Here Waiting for You by Richard Marx. A whole lot of All or Nothing by O-Town. A whole lot of Rockin' a Hard Place by Bailey Zimmerman. A whole lot of Oh Sherry and Foolish Heart by Steve Perry. A lot of these were just brought up by thoughts on my specific person, but they're too good of tracks to just skip. Wait a minute, what are the other two? A whole lot of they're by REO. Can't Fight This Feeling and Should Have Seen My Love. Keep on Loving You. That's it. Yeah. To be fair, I also had my running track list, so part of my soundtrack to 2024 was Dream Warriors by Dawkins, Silent Running by Mike and the Mechanics, Living on a Prayer, Bon Jovi, Final Countdown by Europe. It wasn't Eye of the Tiger. Burning Heart by Survivor, that's it. St. Elmo's Fire, Man in Motion by that guy. John Parr. Yeah. That is it was a pretty eclectic soundtrack to 2024. And then you factor in the stuff I did for karaoke all the time. We circle back to Bailey Zimmerman's "Rockin' a Hard Place." We talk about "Everybody Backstreet's Back." I did that for karaoke a couple of times. Garth Brooks's "Friends in Low Places." I did that for karaoke. Oh, "Every Rose Has Its Thorn" by Poison. Yes. And "Fallen Angel," also by Poison. I did that a couple times. Yeah, it was a pretty eclectic soundtrack to 2024. Your resolutions as a writer in 2025. Sit down and write. Even if it's a page per day, even if it is a vocal article per day, you sit down and you write. That page per day eventually turns into a project. That is another lesson from 2024 that I learned, that if I'm not going to be consistent about this, I'm not getting writing done. And I know I can do it because I made myself do National Novel Writing Month this year. And that circles back to the lessons. All right. Your resolutions going into 2025 as a person. Search for a sense of peace beyond the living experience right now. Because if I focus solely on the living experience, finances, friendships, relationships, family, the living situation, I'm not going to find much of a sense of peace. Sit down and write. Get back to a place of treating others the way I want to be treated. Throw out self-deprecating humor. It is not funny. It is a defense mechanism against a lack of self-confidence. Be more confident. Yes, of course. Resolutions. Be more clear and concise about where I want to stand with the people most important to me. Be more clear and concise about my wants, needs, desires, and yes, my boundaries. Because if I can't be honest, I can't be clear and concise, then I shouldn't ask for that in return. And I shouldn't ask the other person to deliver any better. I'm Kent Brindley. This was the final Ask the Author Friday of 2024. Hope you all had a Merry Christmas season, Blessed Advent. Happy Hanukkah to those of you celebrating, and Barigani to those of you who celebrate Kwanzaa. Everybody have a happy new year. Have a safe, happy, healthy, and prosperous new year. Peace.